I'm Jill Bennett, and I'm on assignment for Cocktail Chicks, and it's cocktail time. I'm here with actor Bryan Batt, who's done Broadway and television and film. Currently on the show Madmen. His family started the Bali High restaurant in New Orleans, which is a famous restaurant, and tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it goes a little further back than that. My grandfather, whose tie bar I'm actually wearing right now, my grandfather Harry started Pontchartrain Beach, which was an amusement park, and it was back in the Depression. And later on, I think it was in the late 40s or early 50s, he decided to open a Polynesian restaurant. He was inspired, I think, by Trader Vic's, and at that time there was all that big cocktail influence. And it turned out to be one of the most fun spots and beloved spots in New Orleans, like Pontchartrain Beach had become. It was very interesting, because growing up, my mother would call and order the Polynesian food for dinner every night, and I got kind of sick of that. I would always say, can we have, what the waiters are having, can we have fried chicken one night? But it would come in what they called the sand pan, which was a decorated pickup truck with thatched roof on top, and it had bamboo. And that also, during the year while the beach was closed, people would drive to the entrance, and that truck, the sand pan, would take them to the restaurant. But it was a really fun environment, and the cocktails were killer. My father actually got original recipes from the World War II, from the South Pacific. And actually a couple of years ago, we had a party for friends in New York, and my partner decided to have it a tropical, South Sea theme. And my brother, Jay, who I think you've interviewed before, he faxed over the recipes. And my father passed away a while ago. And over my fax, I saw my father's handwriting for the first time in the longest time. It just kind of got me. Yeah. But when I tried to make these drinks, a lot of the ingredients were unavailable or now illegal. So it called for real absinthe and some other things I cannot even begin to describe, and nectars and that you just can't find. And actually we made a big punch bowl full of what they call fog cutters, which was my favorite. It was so strong it literally would cut the fog.
How often do you get back to New Orleans?
I'm there a lot. If I'm not here filming, or if I'm not in New York doing a show, I'm down in New Orleans helping my partner with the shop and doing everything from being stock boy to rap chick to porter with a mop. I have no pride. But
you have a store in Uptown.
Yes.
Called
Hazelnut. I named it after my grandmother. Her name was Hazel, and she was a nut. No, she really was. She was actually a dance maven of New Orleans. Everyone practically, older than myself, took dancing from my grandmother, and she was just a grand, wonderful lady with great taste, and we loved her very much. And her maiden name was Nuss, and in German that means nut. So my great-grandparents had a great sense of humor and named their child Hazelnut.
Oh, yeah. How cute!
So
what do you sell? What do you sell in
home furnishings, high-end gifts, accents for the home, and for the opening of the store, I designed a New Orleans toile, which we have here in cocktail napkins, and it has little scenes of New Orleans icons like the streetcar and the steamboat and the cathedral and French Quarter, and it's really fun. Right after Katrina, we decided to give a percentage of all the sales to Second Harvest and raise a lot of money for them. But it continues to be a beloved fabric, and a lot of different products made from it at the store. Also have another fabric I designed called Pontchartrain Beach, named after the amusement park, but it's more bright and colorful and vibrant, but it has icons of more Gulf South and just much more colorful. It's kind of like Palm Beach meets New Orleans.
So Hazelnut must be online.
Oh yes, it's www.hazelnutneworleans.com.
hazelnutneworleans.com.
Or they can go to bryanbatt.com, and you can click either actor or designer.
I saw
and
that.
It'll take you to either one.
You have so many things going on.
And I'm not a Gemini.
So let's talk about Madmen again.
Sure.
Tell us about your character on the show.
Oh, I play Salvatore Romano, the art director at Sterling Cooper, and Salvatore has a secret. I don't think he even knows completely what's going on with Sal. He is so closeted. He's married this season,
Oh, boy.
Yeah, poor kitty. That's my wife's name, poor kitty. But I actually begged Matthew Weiner to let Sal get married, and because I believe back then that's what people did. That was the only option, and unfortunately, it still continues to happen today. And I just, I think if anything down the line, it just might hopefully illuminate some people. Like, oh, I don't have to pretend. I don't have to.
What would Salvatore drink?
Salvatore has had a few in the pilot. Salvatore, of course, had Manhattans because the minute the drink came with a cherry in it, they go, Sal. And I made the mistake of popping the cherry, in my mouth. Well, it's not that kind of a show. I'm sorry. Okay. And I kept on doing it, and they loved it. Oh, keep that. Well, little did I know they were going to have like 60 takes for that one scene. Yes. So 60 maraschino cherries. So I just learned early on, don't eat anything.
Yes.
Don't take a real bite.
Don't eat cherries.
Don't eat.
That's what
right.
Bryan Batt says.
Yes. Well, I'll drink to that. Sal also has had, drinks a lot of wine and martinis.
And what do you think of Mad Men sort of bringing back the idea of the 3 martini lunch? Is that something that we need to do? Is that something that's...
I don't think. Yeah, I think they're just showing it. I don't think that really happens that much anymore. I think when quitting time comes, then you can start to party. But I think what it has brought back is the glamour of the cocktail hour, the smartness, the sophistication, and the dressing up a little bit.
Right.
Oh, also I like even though half the characters are eating, smoking and drinking and fooling around and cheating, and that's always gone on. In that era, it was done with such style and such a great look, and with the guise of manners. I mean, there's one thing I do miss. I miss manners. I miss, letting someone go first, or standing when someone comes into the room, taking off your hats.
Yeah.
This is the most rewarding character that I've played in a long time, and I'm so grateful, and I think I am the luckiest SOB around.
It's a great show.
It's
a great show.
Heaven, and a great group of people to work with.
Yeah.
Great. Everyone's at the top of their game. Everyone is prepared. And they also know what we have. They're not taking it for granted. There's no star turns. There's no, egomanias. No, it's come do the work and then have fun. And we love to have fun together. The cast really, we go out and party together. And I was shooting pool with the guys the other night. Can you believe that? That's a pretty sight. Yeah. They finally made me go to the pool hall with them. And of course, they're having beers, and I'm having a nice Chardonnay.
Of course you are.
Oh,
It's a nice oaky Chardonnay.
Yes, exactly. You can take the boy out of West Hollywood.
Seasons.
Yes,
DVD
please.
sales and...
That'd be great. Well, here's to you. Thank you. This has
to
been
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Let's go.
Let's go
be
take a
pretty.
dip.
Let's go jump in the pool in our outfits.
Yeah, that'll... No, this is Dolce & Gabbana. You kidding?
All right.
I'm Bryan Batt, and I'm in the land of cocktails.